The 2017 Porsche 911 Carrera 4. The updated Porsche 911 family is finally coming together. Fresh off the release of the 2017-911 at the Frankfurt Motor Show, the fine folks from Stuttgart wasted little time pulling the covers off the Carrera 4 and Targa 4 variants of its most iconic model. Both sports cars are expected to make their official debut at the 2015 Los Angeles Auto Show in November, but luckily, we still get an early look at the next line of Porsche 911s slated to hit showrooms in 2016. Thought it carries a similar design to the new 911, the Carrera 4 has its own unique features, the most obvious being an AWD system hooked up to its new turbocharged 3.0-liter flat-six engine. Additionally, the Carrera 4 gets a spate of new goodies, including a unique taillight section, and an updated infotainment system that brings the sports car's connectivity to a whole new level. The new 911 Carrera 4 will be available in the US beginning April 2016. Continue reading to learn more about the Porsche Carrera 4. Exterior. The new 911 Carrera 4 and 4S received updates similar to their RWD brethren. Up front, there's a redesigned bumper with more defined air ducts. These ducts can open and close to send air into the front-mounted radiators. The car's headlights are also new, boasting 4-point daytime running lights. On the sides, Porsche installed larger mirror housings and eliminated the recess covers on the door handles. Move to the rear of the 911 Carrera 4 and you'll see the rear lights joined together by a thin light strip that runs just above the unmistakable Porsche insignia. While functional, the light strip also emphasizes the increased width of the rear section, which is 1.73 inches wider than RWD 911 models. Side-by-side comparison. Interior. Inside the new 911 Carrera 4, there are only a few changes that really stand out compared to the 2015 model. One is the redesigned steering wheel, which looks a little thicker now and should provide a firmer grip for the driver. The chrome spokes are also different and are slightly more aesthetically pleasing than the previous version. Other changes to the interior include a new 7-inch multi-touch display, upgraded PCM connectivity and infotainment systems, and a new navigation system. Both systems come standard on the Carrera 4S. Porsche designed the navigation system to process handwritten inputs while also operating similarly to a smartphone. Beyond these changes, the interior of the 911 Carrera 4 remains largely the same. Drivetrain. The Porsche 911 Carrera 4 uses the same 3.0-liter, twin-turbo, flat-six engine as its RWD counterparts. This engine gives the Carrera 4 an output of 370 horsepower and 331 pound-feet of torque, allowing it to sprint to 60 miles per hour in 4.3 seconds. Top speed is 180 miles per hour. The Carrera 4S is more powerful, thanks to a retuned engine management system and the inclusion of modified compressor wheels. Naturally, the Carrera 4S is more powerful, thanks in large part to a retuned engine management system and the inclusion of modified compressor wheels, as well as a model-specific exhaust system. The addition of these components give the 4S an output of 420 horsepower and 368 pound-feet of torque. That's good enough to post a 0 to 60 mph time of 4 seconds and a top speed of 189 miles per hour. All 911 Carrera 4 and 4S models are fitted with a standard 7-speed manual transmission that sends power to each corner courtesy of Porsche's new electro-hydraulically controlled AWD system. If you're looking for even more speed, both the Carrera 4 and 4S can get outfitted with a PDK transmission and the Sport Chrono package. With this equipment on board, the 911 Carrera 4 can sprint to 60 miles per hour in just 3.9 seconds, while the Carrera 4S can do it in just 3.6 seconds. Drivetrain specifications. Safety. As the designated Porsche 911 that carries an all-wheel drive system, the Carrera 4 gets a PASM sport suspension that drops the sports car's overall ride height by 0.4 inches from the previous version. This improves the sports car's stability, especially when it comes to cornering. The Carrera 4 also gets new shock absorbers that not only provides better ride comfort but also helps reduce the car's tendency to body roll in times go aggressive cornering. Both coupe and cabriolet versions of the Carrera 4S also has rear axle steering available as an extra option. This particular feature helps increases the sports car's turn-in agility and maneuverability in city traffic. Prices. There are a multitude of 911 Carrera 4 variants, so prospective buyers are advised to choose wisely. Pricing for the Porsche 911 Carrera 4 starts from $96,300 for the hardtop manual version. Add a PDK transmission into the mix and the price goes up to $99,500. Meanwhile, the cabriolet version of the Carrera 4 starts at $108,600 for the manual version and $118,800 for the PDK transmission. Coupe and cabriolet versions of the Carrera 4S will also be made available, starting at $110,300 for the manual version and $113,500 for the PDK version of the coupe. The Carrera 4S Cabriolet is priced at $115,800 for the manual version and $122,600 for the range-topping PDK version. Competition. Jaguar F-Type Coupe. The Porsche 911 Carrera will always be the standard bearer for its segment. But over the past few years, a number of young whippersnappers have tried to unseat the 911 from its lofty perch. One such model is the Jaguar F-Type Coupe. Hard as it may be to upstage the 911's legacy, the F-Type Coupe does have the advantage of being a fresh model compared to its rival from Stuttgart. It certainly looks the part of a modern-day sports car, and more importantly, it has the performance capabilities to give the 911 a run for its money. That's all thanks to a 3.0-liter V6 engine that can deliver as much as 380 horsepower, 10 horsepower more than the standard Carrera 4. That output allows the F-Type Coupe to sprint to 60 miles per hour in just 3.9 seconds, quicker than the standard Carrera 4. And while the F-Type has to settle for a RWD system as standard equipment, owners can still go for AWD if desired. But the F-Type's biggest advantage is its pricing, starting at just $65,000 in the US, close to 30% less than the base Carrera 4. Even if a buyer decides to go for the range-topping F-Type R, with its staggering 550 horsepower and 502 pound-feet of torque, he'll only have to pay $99,000 for it. Read more about the Jaguar F-Type Coupe here. Conclusion. The Porsche 911 Carrera 4 represents the best of both worlds for the 911. It retains the heritage of the 911 badge, while also benefiting from modern technology and a more versatile driving experience courtesy of that AWD system. It might not have the design flair of its Targa 4 counterpart, but it still completes the checklist for Porsche enthusiasts the world over. Love it AWD system. It's a 911 Carrera. Faster and more powerful than the previous version. Leave it pretty expensive. New sports cars are giving it a serious fight.
If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.